He's starting at point guard from Duke University, number 2, Kyrie Irving. From St. Vincent St. Mary High School in Akron, Ohio, number 23, LeBron James. At the shooting guard position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 12, Freak.
The Nets are out of Brooklyn as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in today's game. With that road trip behind them, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Cleveland. And, of course, Tyus Jones, team moving on here without him.
You know what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, you know, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on your young guys, and let's see if they're ready to fill that void.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Brooklyn now, Hollis Jefferson is out there with Young, then it's Zeller, then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's Stauskas in at the shooting guard. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Down low, it's stolen by Stauskas. Beverley with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Beverley against Irving. And Beverley kicks to Young. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. We're about 1 minute into the first. And so here's Cleveland. 4-point game. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Here's Beverley, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Zeller. Thompson with the rebound.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Irving passes to the Cobra. LeBron James on the wing. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Beverley against Irving. Stauskas inside the line. That one's good from the corner. Here's James. There's the pass to the Cobra. Irving with a clean look. Misses the three. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Now here's Beverley. He's guarded closely. Fires top of the key. That one rolling around and rims out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
No good from the Cobra.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Picked by Zeller. Irving against Beverley. Now the dish to Stauskas. 6 to shoot. Irving with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Passes it to Stauskas. Picked by Zeller. High arcing shot. He dishes it to Stauskas. Pass to Beverly. Nets passing it around. Young, a screen on LeBron. Stolen. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Irving, good. The Nets with the lead. Beverly with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Young. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Here's Love, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain it.
Here's Beverly. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And Young, here we go. The shot is off, and Cleveland will come the other way. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And in the last face-off.
Oh!
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Bogdanovich is checked in. Jack comes in for Patrick Beverly. Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Bogdanovich. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Washington. And Jack, here we go. And he gets it to go. Jack's got his first 2 points.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
No good from the Cobra. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Outside Jack, picked by Zeller. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Right wing. Here's Bogdanovich. Offline with his 3. The Cavaliers trailing. Now here is Irving. He's got 6. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Irving against Jack. Picked by Zeller. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And there's the feed to Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. And here's Young from the arc. Cannot hit. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Here's Irving. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Feeds it to Bogdanovich. Jack against Smith. Hollis Jefferson passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Young. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Thaddeus Young. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging about 15 points. 12 rebounds and 2 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Withy's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Goodwin's checked in, and stolen by Zeller. And then Goodwin with the dunk.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Jack with it. He's picked up by Irving, and they're running. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And Jack kicks to Goodwin. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Jack. Shot clock at 5. Bogdanovich dishes to Young. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. Outside Irving. And yes, sir, that one drops. Irving's got 10 points.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And that one's good, Irving.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Goodwin kicks to Bogdanovich. Young outside. He feeds it to Goodwin. Kept alive. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Young. Great positioning on the putback. Young's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Boy, nice tip in to salvage the point.
He got it! He got it!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
Put your trust in nobody.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
Cleveland leading by 3, and Brooklyn looking who they've got. Ray McCollum out there with Stauskas. Then it's Young, then it's Zeller, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. The screen from Thompson. Pass to the Cobra. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics really lit up the floor. He finished with 39 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
And the Nets making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Stauskas. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Weber kicks to Thompson. The Cobra, that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. The Cobra's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's McCallum. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Young, right side, shoots from 14. Bank shot, no good. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Washington Wizards.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, the communication and the teamwork. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Kevin Love's checked in for Channing Frye.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from the Cobra. The Cobra's got 4 points now in the quarter. Nets trail by 6. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pick by Zeller. Stauskas, the pass to McCallum. Takes the 13-footer. Count that one.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
The pass to the Cobra. Cleveland moving it around to the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
It's this simple, guys. No rebounds, no rings. We need to dominate the glass. Biggs, get the ball off the rim and get
Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Ray McCallum. Weber against Beverly. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
The Cobra, and a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. And it's an 8-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Zeller, a screen on Weber. Beverly against Weber. 5 to shoot. Stauskas inside the line. And again, it's the Nets missing. Cleveland leading by 8. Covington with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Beverly against Weber. Now Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Young, here we go. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Here's a look at some stats for Beverly. His last 10 games, averaging about 7 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passes.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
The first free throw is good.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Young. He has 14 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. It's a pick by Love. Covington in the corner. Plenty of space. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Covington's got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs. The Nets have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. There's the pick. It's Young on the wing. 14 feet away, and that's good for 2. Young's got 17 now.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Back to Weber. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Zeller, a screen on Weber. Stolen by Weber. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
The other thing is
both teams will make substitutions. And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers ahead, up by 9. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. One guy who's getting it done is Thaddeus Young.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with the Cobra. And it's Thompson in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Beverly kicks to Young. Cannot hit. Good D by Love.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Passes it to the Cobra. Fires, high post. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration.
Young sets a screen for Beverly. He kicked. No luck. And Cleveland will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Another 3 for Cleveland.
The assist totals, they're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Screen by Young. Beverly dishes to Young. Good. Young's got 19 points.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Pass to the Cobra. Here's James. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Cavaliers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Here's Stauskas. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Jeff Withey, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Outside Irving. The pass to the Cobra. Takes a three. And another miss by Cleveland. Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by the Cobra. And here's Beverly. Screen by Young. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by LeBron. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The Cobra passes to LeBron. Kicks it to Irving. Here's the Cobra. Back to Irving. Lets the three fly. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through the Cobra. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Stauskas' shot is off.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And count it, 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Talk about a terrific game for the Cobra. He's got 17 points and 7 assists. I'll tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
And Beverly kicks to Young. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
They set the screen. Irving dishes to Covington. And stolen by Zeller. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Picked by Zeller. Here's Stauskas. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The Cobra's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Nets trail by 17. Beverly with the ball. Picked by Zeller. Beverly the pass to Zeller, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
It's a pick by Love. Here's the Cobra. That three off the mark.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And Beverly kicks to Young. 5 to shoot. Valera, count it, and with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Cavaliers. Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Number 5 is Thaddeus Young.
Well, he's got great energy, Kevin, when he goes after the ball, and that's got to be contagious to the rest of the team, I would think. I mean, that kind of production on the glass is great at both ends of the court.
And Cleveland making a change here. Fry's checked in. Then for the Nets, Bogdanovich comes in for Hollis Jefferson, and Goodwin subbed in for Stauskas. Nets trail by 15. Now here's Beverly. Pick by Zeller. Out to the right wing. Here's Goodwin. Rebounded by Covington.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's the Cobra. Cannot hit. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Screen by Young. And Beverly kicks to Goodwin. Sinks the three-pointer. Goodwin's got his second basket of the night.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3-ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Nets trail by 10. Now Beverly, the dish to Goodwin, picked by Zeller. Here's Bogdanovich. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's the Cobra. He's got 19. Good! 18 points for Kyrie Irving.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose. And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're...
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Picked by Zeller. Off the screen. Young trying to break free. Cleveland leading by 13. Irving attacking. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Irving against Beverly. 1:12 left in the third quarter. And that one's good. Beverly's got his second basket of the game.
You know, he's got that beep speed, phenomenal speed. I mean, those kind of wide open buckets, they can come in bunches for him.
Picked by Zeller. And Beverly kicks to Goodwin. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. They get it back. Young. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. James comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Robert Covington. The Nets also changing it up. Jarrett Jack is checked in for Archie Goodwin. And Ray McCallum subbed in for Patrick Beverly. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Jack. Pulls up, high post. It's rebounded by the Cobra. The Cobra's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires the 3. McCallum with the rebound. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 13. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Nets trail by 13. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Stauskas. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's McCallum in at the point.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
To the right side. Here's Stauskas. Nice shot from the wing.
Assist from Ray McCallum.
The Cavaliers leading by 13. Passes it to the Cobra.
Oh,
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Irving dishes to James. Cleveland moving it around. No coverage that time. That's now 22 points for Kyrie Irving. Nets trail by 17. Outside Jack. The feed to Stauskas. There's the 3. It's rebounded by the Cobra.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Love checked in for the Cobra. And a change for the Nets. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jarrett Jack. The Cavaliers lead. The Cobra is checked in for the Cavaliers. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Archie Goodwin comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Jarrett Jack is checked in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ray McCallum. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Feeds it to Love. On the wing, Irving. Irving double team. Love kicks to Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
They've been ineffective in this one. Just no slowing down for Thompson. 8 rebounds, and he's picked up 1 dime.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Archie Goodwin. And it's Young in for Jarrett Jack. Young passes to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
And Love has it in the corner. Back to LeBron. Pass to the Cobra. Here's the three. And Kevin Love gets the three. Love's got 5 points now this quarter.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Here's Stauskas. Young left side. To the left wing. Beverly wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And that's a double-double for him now. 12 points and 11 assists. James outside. Dishes it to Irving. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Screen by Young. Beverly dishes to Young. Poked away and stolen by LeBron. Plays it in off the breakaway.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for the Cobra. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
No one near James as he lets it go. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Young sets a screen for Beverly. Shot on the wing. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Irving. He kicks it to Love. Here's the Cobra. He connects.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at them.
Boy, way to play.
The whole knockout blow.
Hey.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, with a game like tonight, you were all over the place. A triple-double in the box score. Would you consider this one of your better games of the season thus far?
Ha, for real, a triple-double? Y'all didn't even know.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around, I'm taking over now.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Kyrie, I mean, you know, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor. He passes beautifully.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.